Hello and welcome back to the Way of Zerthimon. We are now getting ready to enter the 7th circle. Know that the rising of the people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many turnings. Many were the people who lived and died under Time's blade while the rising was shaped. The rising was shaped upon a slow foundation. Steel was gathering so that it might mark Illithid flesh, a means of knowing the movements of the Illithids was established, at first weak and confused, then stronger, like a child finding its voice. When the movements were known, then the Illithids were observed. In observing them, their ways of the mind were known. When the ways of the Illithid were known, many of the people were gathered and taught in secret their means to shield their minds, and the way to harness their will as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel, and most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. These things were not learned quickly. The knowing of much of the ways was slow, and in all these knowings, time's weight fell upon it all. From the knowing of one's reflection in a steel blade, to the knowing of submerging the will, to the knowing of seeing itself. All of these things and more the people built upon. In time they came to know the whole. Dak'kon.
What is your will?
There are things I wish you to know. What did you come to know? There was a 7th circle within the stone of Zerthimon. It spoke of the building of the rebellion against the Illithids. What does the 7th circle speak of? I haven't found the meaning of it when it comes to its wisdom. Its wisdom I'll share with you. No, now we're teaching it to him. It speaks of time as an ally, not as an enemy. It says that patience can sharpen even the smallest of efforts into a weapon that can strike the heart of an empire. Your victories may be small, but over time a greater victory may be achieved. Will you make this circle known to me? Wait. 2 plates slide from the interior into your hands. You have no idea where they came from, but the unbroken circle still seems intact. 7th circle remains. Dak'kon watches you silently. There are 2 plates here. Perhaps we should both study them? You and I? Dak'kon falls silent. There is much you have come to know of the circle. Your knowing carries a greater weight than mine. As you gaze, know that your path is mine, and it shall come to pass that you knew the way of Zerthimon from me. I shall know the way of Zerthimon from you. Very well. Let's move on. We copy that spell. Then we copy that spell for the Missile of Patience. Ah, now we're learning the good stuff. And we will come to know the 8th circle in the next part. I believe that is the last circle as well. So, look forward to it.